Welcome to Valthirian Academy, also known as Valthirian Arc Hero School Story 2, but I prefer my bridge name a bit better. And before we jump into what this game was really about, a very quick thank you to PQube and Agate International for the free key for the game. I really enjoyed the first Hero School story and was quite happy to hear that I received a free key to play this, especially since it's always been a game that I could just switch off and enjoy. So again, a big thank you to them. But now we go into the video. The general idea is that you're a principal of an academy that trains heroes, but first we ask a crucial question all new trainers, principals must answer. Are you a boy or a girl? And what is your academy name? If you know me, then you won't be surprised to hear that I called this place Weep Hotel. Like, seriously, who thought putting me in charge of an academy was a good idea? We get some lovely little story animations about the ancient history of the land, which means yes, there is a story to get into if you're into that, but we are interrupted by this complete failure known as Rodno. Rodno is the starting character for your academy, and you'll basically use him to go through all the tutorial. As you can see, there is a third-person RPG element to this game, as when you take quests later on, you'll be able to control your students to go out and pillage the local wildlife. For example, we have this little slime here who is unfortunately in our way during the tutorial. However, after some strong persuasion techniques, not only are we able to proceed on our journey, the Pyron has also given us a generous donation to the Weep Hotel. Very kind of them. But we are now home, the Weep Hotel in all its glory. Now with 60% more wasteland. But let's fix that. Two major things that you can do at your academy is research and build facilities. By doing this, your students will go from total failures to just failures, and maybe, just maybe, they can even become a disappointment. Researching different tech will allow you to make new buildings and even upgrade existing ones to give your failures better bonuses. This will also allow you to eventually change the class of the failures when they get higher stats. However, I completely forgot this was a feature. But it is now time for our failure to gather some valuable work experience as we send them on a mission to pillage the local wildlife. Surprisingly, the failure is effective at gathering generous donations and is able to complete their mission without much trouble at all. Progressing through the game, we have started to gather a nice amount of wealth, but it is time we expanded our empire and employ some more failures. Fortunately, the game does this automatically for the first time as you are given two new characters to play a role in the early story. Joining Rodno is Elias Elias, just Elias. Joining us from the native Treehugger clan, rumour has it we didn't employ him through conventional means and was accidentally abducted during our pillaging. We also have a second recruit known as Ilyanka Karnov, a Duchy of Chernov, which sounds incredibly Russian in my mind. This little Eastern spy might prove useful to us, but for now she is also a failure. But we finally have a trio of failures to pillage the local countryside, and Ilyanka is a very nice addition to the team, with her being able to deal more damage than Rodno. Elias was also a fine addition, being able to heal during battle, ensuring our victory, as long as he... I couldn't even finish my sentence and he's already down. As a wise man once said, you can't do DPS if you're dead. How that applies to the healer, I have no idea. But there is more to this than ransacking the countryside. We can also take time out of our glorious schedule to do simple activities, such as rigging a fishing contest so your favourite failure can win. Of course, there is a benefit to us as well. When you win a mini game like this, you can choose between three different buffs. Yeah, let's go with buffs. First buff will give your failures superpowers to train at a faster rate and increasing their gains. There does appear to be a side effect associated with rage as well, but probably not important. The next buff gives the failures all their stamina back, and there are many names for this buff, but last time we put it in a salt shaker and it had very interesting results. Finally, we have the stamina discount, which is literally what it says on the packet. Keeps your party going for longer. I don't think I need to say much more about this. But of course, that isn't the only minigame. You can also use the incredible power of mind control to drown your failures in swimming, or help them win. I mean, it's up to you at this point. Finally, we have the minigame where our failures stuff their faces to cope with their inner problems, possibly relating to pillaging, but I currently don't have enough failures to confirm that. And why can we help them do this faster? I mean, I could just easily spend the money from this minigames on more buffs? Yeah, more buffs. After the failures start to get considerable gains, they can move on to other sections of the countryside where there are other creatures that need a bit more persuasion than what we're used to giving out. But as you progress further into the games become even better until you get to a point where you can persuade most creatures to give a very generous donation to your academy. But alas, there will come a time where the failure must graduate and continue their downward spiral into an early grave. Best case scenario, of course. But when they graduate, you will receive prestige, which will come in very handy for spreading the name of your academy, so more generous donations can be acquired and lesser failures can join your cause. But that is Valthirian Arc Hero School Story 2. Obviously, everything I said in this video is for entertainment and comedic purposes. In all seriousness, if you want a relaxing hero training sim where there is quite a few RPG elements to join in with, this is definitely worth trying out. The link for the game is down below in the description if you want to try it for yourself. I still would highly recommend it. But as always, I shall see you all in the next video.